Hey, what's up, guys? It's Tip. And in light of some of the recent news we've received about Battle for Azeroth and some of the changes that have happened to Legion in the past couple of weeks, I figured I would take the time today to talk about my personal thoughts and opinions on the modern game, on current WoW, on retail WoW, whatever you want to call it, as well as some of my thoughts about Battle for Azeroth. And at the very end of the video, we'll also talk about my personal intentions for this channel and where I kind of want to take this whole thing. So first and foremost, I wanted to start off with my thoughts on Legion specifically. Now, Legion as an expansion is a very interesting game because on one hand, it's probably been the best expansion since Wrath of the Lich King, I think many people would argue. But at the same time, it suffered from some very fundamental design-related problems that have deterred players such as myself from enjoying it. Now, those problems, as I'm sure a lot of you know, are the legendary system, the Titan forging system, loot boxes, and artificial time gating. And while I won't get into all of those topics in this video specifically, I do want to mention that it's those four core issues that have prevented me personally from enjoying the game to the level that I believe it deserves to be enjoyed. This expansion did a lot of really good things for the game. It brought a lot of interesting concepts into the game, but ultimately, it's always going to be bogged down by these game systems. Now, with that said, it seems like patch 7.3.5 has done a lot to change those systems, primarily the legendary system and the artificial time gating that came with the artifact power system. Now with 7.3.5, you finally have the ability to buy a legendary with a specific currency in game. I wish it was a feature that was included on launch day, but I guess better late than never, if anything. And I'm glad it's here, and it's definitely something that's helped me cope with the idea of the legendary system just a little bit more. Gaining artifact power is a lot easier now as well, because artifact knowledge is at level 55, and as a result, you can pretty much max out your artifact weapon much more quickly. So those two systems have been fundamentally fixed, and me personally, I'm thinking now is the time to return to Legion. And not just return, fellas. I'm thinking to myself right now, as it stands today, your boy Tip, who has been on YouTube for a couple of months now, is finally ready to take the plunge into the streaming world. And I feel personally, now is the best time for me to start streaming Legion. But we'll talk about my plans for streaming in a later video. I just figured I would announce that right now so you guys know what's coming up on the horizon. But yes, I think it's time to start playing this game again. I think it's time to start streaming this game and get a little bit familiar with how that world works as well. But as it stands today, I think Legion is in a much better position than it ever has been. And I want to capitalize on that opportunity because I think it's finally in a position where I can enjoy it and hopefully you guys can enjoy watching me play it as well. But as I said in the start of the video, this isn't just about Legion. I also wanted to talk to you guys about Battle for Azeroth. Just yesterday, a new pre-alpha build has come up online, and as a result, we've gotten the opportunity to check out a lot of the new models and artwork in the game. And let me tell you, as always, the art department at Blizzard does not disappoint. The new models are fantastic, and I've honestly never been more hyped to play BfA until now. And hopefully moving forward, I do get the opportunity to play the game. Now, I just want to say for the record, guys, I am a classic WoW content creator. That's how I've always viewed myself. And the vast majority of my content will always be classic WoW related. However, during periods where we have very little information, kind of like now, I do want to talk about the modern game as well, and I do want to produce modern game content as well. Because for all of its faults, I have always enjoyed the modern version of World of Warcraft in small doses. Not necessarily as much as I enjoyed Classic, and certainly not to the same degree, but I do come back for every expansion, and I do find myself enjoying it at least for a couple of months. And because this whole game is my passion, I would love to make modern WoW related content for you guys, and I hope it's something that you guys can enjoy as well. So what does that mean for the future of the channel? Well, I want to break it down for you real quick. Right now, for the period before the Battle for Azeroth beta comes out and before the Classic WoW beta comes out, the breakdown of my channel's content is going to be approximately 75% Classic WoW related and about 25% modern WoW slash MMORPG generally related videos. If the Battle for Azeroth beta comes out before the Classic WoW beta, which is honestly something I expect, the content breakdown will be approximately 50% Classic WoW content and approximately 50% BfA content until the Classic WoW beta comes out, at which point 90% of this channel's content will be Classic WoW related content and approximately 10% of the content will be BfA related. But if I get to the point where I'm just raid logging in Classic WoW, and if it turns out that BfA is actually pretty fun, there is some room for that distribution to change a little bit. I would cover BfA a little bit more, but ultimately the primary focus of this channel as of this point is Classic WoW content. So I just wanted to come out and be transparent about that with you guys. I am Classic WoW oriented, but I'm also completely open to playing the modern version of WoW if it's fun. So with all that said, I hope you guys understand what kind of player I am after this video. I hope it gives you a little bit of insight as to where I come from as a player and my thoughts and my perception on the modern game, as well as some of the reasons why I like Classic WoW just a little bit more. And I hope that in the future, no matter what game I'm playing, no matter what kind of content I'm creating, I hope it's high quality content that's insightful, that's thought-provoking, and that you guys can really enjoy. That's really my goal for this channel. I want to add something new to the conversation. I want to produce content that's insightful and meaningful and something that makes you think, even after you've already watched it. But with that said, I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. I know it's a little bit of a different format. I wanted to speak to you guys from the heart this time without any script, and hopefully you guys got to know me just a little bit better. And moving forward, I can't wait to get to know you guys a little bit more too. Have a wonderful day, fellas. And as always, tips out, baby.